trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Pryor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Downs. Gets it to the back. He's past the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a reverse. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, the offense is coming out early in this game, guys, and they're going to test the eye discipline of this defense. Good way to do that is with the jet sweep. See if they can locate the football and go make a tackle.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, though.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to run cover.
Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Complete in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. A run for the quarterback. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Rebels will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Downs.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. And the Bruins will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Downs.
Fuck.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The Bruins hit it quickly to the line. He might want another play. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to pass. It's Downs. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Bruins are flying down the field.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snags it quickly on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. He's got it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's downs. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the grab deep. Racing to the right. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Now, you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
for it. Quarterback moving. Throwing, looking right. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Damn it.
Defense didn't maintain its
I was on the wrong nigga.
They get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep.
Damn.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Quickly to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
This is insane, bro.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Wants to throw it. He's looking deep.
Bro.
It's incomplete.
Oh, I hate these niggas. I hate these niggas. I hate them all, bro. Anybody else would go for a pick right there. Anybody else.
He sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but he lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Toss to the outside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Off play action. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. He's loose. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bruins! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCutcheon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to throw on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, UCLA. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just a step short of midfield as he goes out of bounds, and what a spectacular return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here.
is, after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
It's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Back to pass. It's Downs. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Jamison. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They go to the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early and against zone coverage. Because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Caught close to the marker. It's Jamison. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. To the air. It's Downs. Bringing the heat. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his back in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Shakes off the defender. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, UCLA! And they turn it into a defensive score. What a shift in momentum. What a big-time play. He just took matters into his own hands.
And what a mistake by the QB throwing the football. His receiver, obviously, they weren't on the same page at all. But the defender steps in front, makes the big play, and then every kid's trick, right? You play defense, you create the turnover, and then you take it all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Extending the play. It's caught. Turns it on in midfield. All out of space. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. The lone back's got it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll test the right side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Downs. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got to tie again. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 5 over Troy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Grabbed over the
what? What is
and
this?
What is this? That will be plenty for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Plucks it out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the end zone.
Wow,
Touchdown,
bro.
Rebels. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Get the fuck out of
here. This QB coming up clutch in a big moment. You dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch. Take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And the extra point
now
is
you can just kick the field goal, man.
on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I'm drunk as hell, bro. This shit is crazy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They try to get it outside on the left. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.